Hi, greetings. My name is Amira Sankofa Kwali with S Life Coaching Ministries. And hi, today I'm basically going to do a quick video on, and I've discussed this before. I'm definitely offering a class. I was telling you guys about psychic development, and just kind of running down a little bit about that. Because first of all, most people ask me, am I a psychic? I don't necessarily call myself a psychic because my gifts are very, very unique. I have so many different type of gifts when it comes to healing, energy healing, understanding and knowing how to read people is basically what I do. But yes, it is a form of psychic ability. Yes. So in going into details about what is being a psychic, a lot of people course want to know what exactly is being a psychic. Okay, so of course it's basically when you understand certain abilities and the way that you look at things beyond your senses. So for example, you have the seeing sense, hearing, um, a sense of taste and smell, so things like that. And of course, the way that, did I say look? Did I say sight? Did I say see? Okay. So I don't know if I said that per se. However, now a lot of us have the ability at different times because, of course, our ancestors or the creator will at different times bless you with certain things in order for you to, like, for example, spot danger when something is not quite right, when you are needing to look out for something. Like a car might, for example, a car might be coming and it may give you the insight to go left instead of getting hit by the car, right? um so things like that. Just give an example. Um, and sometimes we're able to see things in our dreams. We're able to feel and envision things through our dreams that, occur, that's about to happen, or certain aspects of it. So things like that. Or we might have smell, like someone might have passed on and you may smell that familiar smell of that person, like a loved one. Maybe it's your mother, maybe it's your father, and you're like, what is the smell coming from? And that might be actually one of your loved ones that you're smelling. Or you can smell someone, so you might be able to smell, like if someone's pregnant. I've smelled someone being pregnant. I can't explain it to you, but I just knew. Um, and also you can taste certain things that you might feel like somebody might have put something in your food. Like, say for example, you're a vegetarian or you're allergic to nuts or something. You could possibly be like, man, and put it a little bit in your mouth, and you're like, something's not right with this. Um, so things like that, we definitely have the ability. I forgot to put my little necklace back on. Let me go ahead because I uh, took it off for a spell. And of course, I sell these, and I definitely make crystals, jewelry. Um, so anyway, basically, again, like I was stating to you before, or you might hear a particular sound that nobody else hears. You might be in the house and you might hear certain rumbles, and people are like, "What's going on?" And you might hear something like, "Oh, okay, well, or you might feel like someone's getting ready to knock, stuff like that. Excuse me. It might be a certain type of energy that's calling. I mean, things like that. I'm just giving an example. So of course, keep in mind that there are so many different talents that you can always have. It's not always psychic things, but certain different things can be considered psychic. For example, you might have a skill where you might not, you can sing, but without having singing lessons, like a natural ability to read notes and never read them before, things like that. You might be able to just pick up and sew something you might not have never sewn in your life. Okay, these are all forms of psychability, just a natural ability to paint, this talent. So I know that's kind of weird the way that I'm expressing it, but it's all true, right? Okay, so of course, in certain ways, we can certainly learn about different intuitive things. So you can have great intuition. You can certainly have clairvoyancy. You can also have uh, just different types of psychic ability. It's not just one. And I think a lot of times we get caught up on. That's why I said I really don't necessarily use the word psychic. I'll tell you, yeah, this is, I have forms of psychic ability, in a lot of different ways, but I wouldn't consider myself a psychic. And I don't know, and maybe I am good at what I do. Don't get it twisted, and I am one of the best, but maybe it's just I am not at the point where I want to call myself a psychic. Now, some people have called me a psychic, and others who have called themselves psychics. But I think a lot of responsibility comes with being a psychic because, again, you're responsible for telling certain things. Only thing I can tell you is what I see. If I don't know about something, if I'm not feeling it at the moment, I'm going to tell you, hey, I can't tell. I don't know who, but this is about to happen. Well, what's about to happen? Or I don't necessarily know. Some things I'm able to confirm for people. Some things I'm able to tell people in the past. Some I'm able to answer people's questions that they have in their mind. I don't know how that I'm able to do that. I've just always been able to do that. When I'm doing readings. Sometimes I can tell people about, don't do such and such because such and such is going to happen. Sometimes people have to ask me a little question and then I could tell them yes or no, maybe so. Um, so of course I'm asked, can I train people how to be a psychic? Well, I can teach people how to tap into their third eye. Yes. I can teach people how to tap into their crown chakra as well. Correct. However, you do have to kind of come with the table with something. I can teach you how to do tarot cards. Sure, absolutely. I can teach people how to do that. I can teach people how to do any healing practices, but they have to be open to it. And only way I can teach someone is if they're coming in a humble fashion, because I don't like when a lot of times when you get to training people and they feel like they know better than you, or they're better than you, that kind of thing. So for me, even with my gifts, I'm definitely a loner. I might have family and everything, and I'm roll with my family, and maybe that's a situation because I'm a Taurus, and by nature we're survivalists, so we know how to survive. We don't have to have a group of people around us. We do what we need to do, and we get out. You know. Anyway, let's see. So it definitely depends on how much people want to use their ability, because as a reader, psychic, or whatever have you call yourself, a diviner, intuitive person, you have to utilize it a lot more. The more and more and more times that you use it, it becomes stronger. Now you can't just use it a little bit and then keep going. I practice all the time on myself. I give myself daily readings. I give loved ones readings. I do a lot of energy work. I hear it ringing in my ears. I guess it's a message just trying to come through. I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay. So anyway, so a lot of times uh we have to and that's another thing about people who are intuitive. You can definitely hear ringing in your ears a lot of times, and it goes unexplained. And sometimes that's definitely a message that's trying to come through, and sometimes you need to get quiet for it, or sometimes you can just continue on your day and allow it to come through. It depends on how advanced you are. I feel the energy. I have all kind of energies in my home, but that's another story. Anyway, so you definitely, in order to get to this level, it makes sense for you to definitely have a positive attitude. In order to do anything, you definitely have to have a positive attitude, and you definitely have to have confidence within yourself. Because I have confidence in myself. I know for a fact that I'm able to really tap in. I know that I am very gifted. Now, Don't confuse confidence with arrogance. There's a difference between being confident and there's a difference between being arrogant. I keep hearing that ringing. That's really bothering me. Okay, so if y'all are hearing it too on this video, let me know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's something within the home, but or whatever. And I'm associating it with the with my gifts. But anyway, make sure that you definitely start telling yourself really positive, reaffirming positivity within yourself and making sure that you read a lot of things that that are positive, and you really start reading about a lot of different people who have psychic abilities. And sometimes it's also good to be around others who have that ability. Sometimes, in majority of the cases, your gifts do enhance from being around others who have that gift. And sometimes people who have that gift, they will utilize, like I have a lot of healers that come to me and they really just use me to get their intuition up. So they'll pay me just to get their intuition up. It's like they already know about a situation, but they'll call me just to get their gifts, because to get highly more developed. So, and that's cool too. That's what I'm here for as well. So make sure that you definitely start really getting into thinking more positive and making sure that the saying is use it or lose it, and definitely you have to relax. The next part of it is you have to relax. You have to, a lot of meditation is excelente when you are really trying to get and feel the energy, and that's as good as a energy worker. That's why a lot of times if I'm stressed or my mind is kind of going click, click, snap, snap, I'm going to tell people in a minute, and I will let my clients know, and I will apologize. Even putting kids together, I want to have the right type of frame of mind in order to put these gifts together, because I want to give people love when I'm doing things. Even if I'm giving them a bear of bad news, I still want to be at peace. I want my mind to be relaxed. I want to have a certain positive thing about me. Even if I have to tell them something negative, I want to be positive. I want to, tell them, because the goal is to give them warnings and to help them out of that situation. So they, I'm basically their higher self, meaning I'm telling them instead of going right, they need to go left, because right is danger. Um, so I began also to start doing relaxation exercise are very important as well. And I guess I could do like a quick exercise with you guys. Um, Basically, you want to close your eyes and you want to take a deep breath in, and you're going to take it through your nose, and you're going to pull your stomach out, draw your stomach out as you breathe in, and breathe out through your mouth. Okay, so you definitely are trying to clear your mind, and you're going to make sure you are going to be really thinking about each area of your body. That would be like your feet, your ankles, your mind state. You're going to be at peace, relaxed in every part of your body. And you're going to do this upward toward your body, toward even the all the areas like your lower knee, your lower feet, your ankles, stuff like that. Your hips. Don't rush. Make sure that you totally relax your body. Allow your organs to get completely focused. I know you say get your organs completely focused. What do you mean by that? That means inhaling in every aspect of your body. Now, not that you can necessarily breathe through your abdomen, because your abdomen doesn't have lungs in it. However, they are somewhat connected, because you have the rib cage and everything. But it's not, you still can't breathe them, so you just basically taking breath from the air, and inhaling it into your lungs and then pushing it out. So you definitely want to make sure that you conscious, and sometimes you can find yourself getting tired doing this exercise. So don't allow yourself to get too sleepy because you're not doing an exact meditation. Because a lot of times I tell my clients that sometimes during meditations you will find yourself getting really sleepy. And some meditations, if you're trying to manifest, I always believe and know that it's good to have, when you're doing meditations, to go to sleep right afterward. Sometimes people take sea salt baths. Sometimes I agree with that as well. But if you're trying to manifest something, I would prefer people to take a sea salt bath ahead of schedule, then do a meditation so they can have more of a relaxing spirit about it. And so what you're going to do, and also another way that you can certainly do, is making sure that, I know I went on a tangent, but I had to explain that, making sure that you are completely utilizing your, basically they call it rehearsing your mind, where you're really rehearsing your mind. You're being more imaginative. You're using imagination to think about certain things that you know you want to visualize, possible visualizations and certain possibilities, but at the same time you want to understand what is real and what may not, maybe something that you're putting there. Because a lot of times I think that I've had clients who tell me, well, I knew this was going to happen, this happened to me, and that's, I'm like, well, since that actually didn't happen to you, that's something that you put in your mind. So you have to be careful in putting things in your mind. For example, that's ruined people's marriages because somebody might have felt like their husband or their wife was cheating on them. That actually wasn't, but they put that in their mind and they begin to really start believing it. So you got to be really mindful of that. Let's see. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I just want everybody, which is going to kind of take into another situation, because I definitely mentioned in meditation, and I am doing a meditation course as well, where I'm charging $25.99 to get people to really meditate. And I was doing it locally, but I'm also doing it online as well. It's available to people international, nationally. But definitely thank you so much for tuning into my video. I'm going to go ahead and end this as follows. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and namaste. Thank you.